Penny Stock Watch List of 2019. These are my stocks that I'll be watching over the next couple of months of the beginning of 2019, especially during this bear market right now. First on my list for 2019 is Patriot One Technology. I'm sure this is a company you may have heard of if you are into penny stocks. This is a Canadian firm that deals with the technology that can locate weapons on public transit or workplaces, airports, things like that. It basically scans the body and recognizes deadly weapons, bombs, knives, guns. This is a new company. They only have one contract, but it is in America and it is with the federal government. So a lot of people are watching this. Speculation really spikes the stock a lot. So if any good news comes out, it spikes up and then it just drops back down. It is a very cheap stock, currently trading at 1.58, and its high this year was almost just under 2.8. Next on my list for 2019 is Ford Motors. So these are the guys that build the famous Mustangs or F-150 pickup trucks or the Raptor pickup truck. So they've suffered really bad over the last year. So currently they're trading at 7.85 and their high this year was 13.0, and I think in the last 5 years they were around $20 a share. So this is a really good potential to buy while it's low, and hopefully in the next year or two it will go back up, especially over the Chinese and American trade war. Once this is all over, it will definitely go back up. Next on my list is a little bit surprising, but it's foreign banks. Banks all over the world. The financial structure of the world is kind of going down. Banks are really cheap, especially in America and all over the world. You've got the Bank of Kenya for $6 a share. You have the biggest Italian bank that was once $300 a share down to $10 a share. So you just kind of got to look around the world, see which countries you like that are really down right now that you can predict that will go back up. That's where I would invest. Next on my list is the Beijing Capital Airport. So I am interested in Chinese real estate, but this one really sticks out to me the most, and it's the Capital Airport. They just purchased a second airport. They're starting to expand. They're letting in a lot of their competitors to move in onto their airports to expand the Chinese influence in the airspace. So this is something that really stands out to me. Currently, their shares are $8, and their high this year was roughly $13. I'm sure that high was due to the news that they are building a new airport, and then it's just gone back to normal. It's corrected itself. But I'm sure this is a long-term penny stock for me. This is something I think that will go up over the next 10 to 20 years.
It's estimated that the current Beijing Capital International Airport and the new airport will handle a combined annual total of 170 million passengers with their 7 runways by 2025.
This is a penny stock I recently just purchased. It's called Core Gold. They are the largest gold mining company in Ecuador. They own the largest number of gold minings, and they've recently purchased another company for $24 million. They've got a new refinery. These guys are really expanding. The CEO is well known in South America, and this is a company that personally I believe in. Their shares right now are 0.225, and I think their high this year was around 30 cents. This is a company that's very small. I bought 200 shares of this company for just $60. It's kind of a gamble. It's high risk, but there's a lot of reward, and personally I do enjoy owning mining companies. I know that a lot of people bash on marijuana stocks. Personally, I do own marijuana stocks, and I think if you missed the previous bubble to get in on marijuana stocks, I think right now the prices are just right. There's a lot of small stocks of big companies their stocks have dropped drastically by more than 50%, some even more, some a little bit less. But if you haven't gotten in already, I think this would be the prime time to get in, especially before some of the provinces in Canada start opening stores and distributing gets better. I mean, these are companies that are expanding into Australia, Europe, South America, and they're also buying each other out. The bigger companies are buying the smaller companies that are actually profitable. So if you haven't gotten in yet, I would get in now. And just like anything, make sure you do your research, look up these companies and see how they're doing. If you did like this video and you found it useful, make sure you subscribe. I will be releasing more videos this month. I know we are a new channel, so make sure you hit that like button and let me know down in the comments videos how if you liked it or not.